Hello students, in the last lecture we have finished discussing question bank, economics question bank, first two questions, objective type. Now in this video, I will discuss third and fourth. So let's begin with that. In the third question is give economic terms. I already told you that it contains each objective question contains 22 questions. So we are going to discuss here. See, the first question is branch of economics that deals with small part of national economy. The answer, this is regarding, they are talking about the microeconomics. So your answer should be microeconomics. I have already told you from presentation point of view, you are going to refer earlier video. Here I am going to discuss all the questions, all the answers. So we will try to finish, we will try to cover maximum part. So in that I am ignoring the presentation part. So I'm just telling you the answer of it. In the exam, you are going to write only the answer. Question number 1, A, B, whatever, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Now second, average of all prices of goods and services currently being produced in an economy. The answer is general price level. General price level. Better I will write it here. Okay. Now third, utility that arises when ownership of a good is transferred from one person to another. In the types of utility we have seen this here. The answer is possession. Possession. Possession utility. It is a type of utility where possession of a goods transfer from one person to another. Example, I can tell you, the when we go and purchase books from bookseller, till the time of means if you are just watching that book or you're just going through it, till that time possession do not transfer. Once the transaction is over, once the payment is over, then only it transfers from seller to buyer. Next, question number 4. See, aggregate of utility. Aggregate means total summation derived by the consumer from all units. They are talking about all units. So the answer is total utility. Okay. Then we have fifth, total demand for a commodity from all the consumers at a given price during a given. Total demand for a commodity from all the consumers at a given price during a given period of time. See, they are talking about total demand. So answer should be market demand. They are talking about the addition, aggregate of all the commodities, all demand of all the consumers. So the answer is market demand. Next, demand for a commodity which can be put to several use. That is called composite demand. COMPOSITE, composite demand. Students, if you remember, the examples are electricity, water, wood, which can be used for more than one use, several uses. We can put it for several uses. Degree of responsiveness of change in quantity demanded to change in, read it properly. They are talking about income, not price, because we have habit of that writing price elasticity. Here we are going to write income elasticity of demand. Next, infinite change in the quantity demanded of a commodity taking place due to slight or zero change in the price. That is called perfectly elastic demand. Perfectly elastic demand. See students, for this purpose I have already told you we are going to remember HPE and VIP. H stands for horizontal, P stands for perfectly elastic, and V stands for vertical. Perfectly inelastic means when we draw perfectly elastic HPE, it should be horizontal, and when I draw perfectly inelastic, the demand curve will be parallel to y-axis. This is our y-axis, this is our x-axis. Remember these two words so that you will not get confused which is parallel, which is, because mostly they ask question based on it. Next, rise in the quantity supplied to a commodity, quantity supplied of a commodity due to rise in its price. Other factors remains constant. Expansion of, because changes are taking place only because of change in price. So expansion of supply. I already told you to remember this. We have seen CID, C for changes, increase, decrease, and no price means price remains constant. And other variation. Variation is of two types, expansion and contraction, and that is just because of price. So you can remember these things. And please student, don't write expansion of demand, because we have habit of writing everywhere demand. So remember this, they are talking about supply. Next, net addition made to total cost by producing one more extra unit. So this is marginal cost. Marginal cost. I hope you are also writing in your answer sheet, in your question bank. Next, type of market showing some but not all features of competitive market. See, on the basis of competition, we have perfect competition and imperfect competition. So this answer should be imperfect. Imperfect competition. COMPETITION. Okay, I will erase this. Because it's creating a lot of confusion. Okay, next questions. We have number of firms. It is 10, 10, 11, 12th. Huh? Okay, 12th question. Number of firms producing differentiated product which are closely related. This is the feature of monopolistic. Monopolistic. Monopolistic competition. Children, please write down. I'm going very slow. Index number that measures changes in the level of output. See, they are talking about quantity, physical volume. We call it as quantity index number. Do you remember price, value, quantity, index number? These are the types of index number. Index number. Okay. Next, device that measures changes in an economic variable or group of variable over a period of time. Answer is index number. In the introductory part of index number chapter 6 chapter, they have given this sentence. Then see, the net market value of all final goods and services produced within the territorial boundaries of a country during a during a period of 1 year. It is they are talking about net figure. Okay, so net domestic domestic why domestic? Because it is within the territorial boundaries of a country. Okay, net domestic product, we call it as, don't write only NDP, write the long form, net domestic product. Students, please remember that instead of net, if the word gross is there, then we are going to write GDP, gross domestic product. Okay, here the net figure, net word has been used, that's why we have written net domestic product. Next, wear and tear of capital assets due to their use in the process of production, it is called depreciation. We all know in the accounts, this is the basic part. Wear and tear of capital assets due to the सतत use केल्याने जे पे करावं लागतं, that is called depreciation. Next, tax paid at the time of production or sale and purchase of. See, they are saying that at the time of production or sale, purchase, so it is indirect tax. Answer is indirect tax. Next, policy that deals with policy that deals with public expenditure, public revenue and public debt. Answer to this question is fiscal policy. Fiscal policy, remember this. Okay, then deposit, this is very easy. Deposit that are repayable after a certain period of time, obviously time deposit. Demand is on demand and based on time means time deposit. Policy that aims managing the quantity of money in order to meet. See, fiscal is related to tax, and this question answer is monetary policy. This is related to money, monetary, monetary policy. And when we say fiscal, it is related to tax. Okay, remember this. Then we have purchase of goods and services by one country from another. See here, purchase, many times students write it as domestic. Remember students, they are saying that one country, another country, it's talking about international trade, and don't write international trade. The specific perfect answer is you are purchasing goods from another country, means you are importing the goods, and if you are selling it to another country, we will call it as export of goods. Next, this is the last question. Systematic record of all international economic transaction of a country during given period, usually a year. This is called, in the last topic they have written this, balance of payment, balance of payment, receipt, payment. Okay, so we have finished this type. Next, we will continue with the next, that is odd one out. Here I am just marking the answer. In the exam, don't write like this. I have already told you how to present odd one out in the earlier lecture, in the earlier period. I have already explained you. Please see that. Here now I just want to discuss all the question answers. That's why I'm going to just mark it. In the exam, you are not going to do like this. See, features of microeconomics: price theory, slicing method, limited scope, lumping. See, lumping is related to macro. So your odd one out is lumping method. Then we have scope of macro. See, scope of macro, theory of product pricing, no, it comes under micro, MICRO. So my answer is theory of product pricing. Income, employment, yes. General price, then inflation, distribution, yes. Next, exception to the law of DMU, diminishing marginal utility. Miser, yes. Hobbies, yes. Addiction, yes. Speculation, no. This is odd one out. Types of utility, we know time utility, possession utility, service utility, but total utility is not the type. It is the one. It is one type of concept. Total utility, and we have seen marginal utility. Assumptions to law of demand. We know assumptions: constant level of income, no change in taxation, yes, no change in size, no. Then this cardinal measurement, it is the part of that DMU, not the law of demand. So this is not the assumption. So this is the odd one out. Types of demand. We have direct demand, competitive demand, complementary demand. But individual demand is the concept and not the type. Individual and market demand are the concept. Okay. Individual means demand by one particular person, but when we say types of demand, in that they have given direct, indirect, competitive, complementary. Okay. Types of elasticity of, sorry, types of, okay, types of elasticity of demand. We know income, cross, and price. Unitary is a type of price elasticity of demand, so that is odd one out. Income, cross, and price are the three types of elasticity of demand, and whatever unitary is there, that is the part of price elasticity. Methods of measuring. See, ratio method, yes. Total outlay, yes, we call it as expenditure also. Income method, this is the method which is followed in national income, not in the price elasticity method. Geometric, yes. So income method is odd one. Exception to the law of supply. Urgent need for cash. Then perishable goods, yes. Agriculture. Prestige goods, prestige goods is comes under law of demand and not the supply. So this is the odd one. Cost concept. See, we have total cost, marginal cost, average cost, but production cost is totally different concept. Market on the basis of place. We have local market, national market, international market. Long period market is odd one. Then we have selling cost. Selling cost, expenditure on television broadcast, hoarding. Selling cost is the cost which is incurred by the seller to sell his commodity, to tell the people that how his product is different from other product, and for that purpose he do some advertisement, free samples, hoardings, and such type of television advertisement, pamphlets, anything. So this is mobile handset is odd one. Types of index number. See, price index, yes. Quantity, price, and value. These are the types of index number, and this simple is the method. Simple and weighted are the method. So this is odd one. Steps involved in construction of index number. So this is selection of commodity, selection of base year, items, price quotation, all these are there, but selection of cost is the odd one out. Next, concept of national. So GDP, NNP, LIC. LIC is not related at all with national income. So this is all. Practical, I already told you, remember those points. Practical difficulties, theoretical difficulties, students write the answer, but they make a lot of confusion. If they ask practical, they write theoretical, and if they ask theoretical, you write practical. So don't get confused with this. Here the illegal is not the part of practical, it is the part of theoretical. Next, non-tax revenue. Special assessment, yes. Special levy, yes. GST, it is the part of tax. Okay, good service tax, the whole answer. Okay, non-tax. Okay, so this is the tax one. So they are asking about non-tax. Special levy, special assessment, fees, all are non-tax revenue, but GST is tax revenue. So that is odd one out. Optional function of government. Optional. This protection from external attack is not the optional function. It is the obligatory, compulsory function. काही गव्हर्नमेंटचे ऑब्लिगेटरी फंक्शन्स असतात आणि काही ऑप्शनल असतात. प्रोव्हाइडिंग एज्युकेशन, हे सगळे काय चालले, वेलफेअर, सोशल सिक्युरिटी, दीज आर ऑप्शनल. प्रोटेक्टिंग इज नॉट दी प्रोटेक्टिंग द कंट्री फ्रॉम एक्सटर्नल अटॅक, म्हणजे चायना, पाकिस्तान यांच्यापासून प्रोटेक्ट करणं, दॅट इज द कंपल्सरी फंक्शन ऑफ द कंट्री, गव्हर्नमेंट. नेक्स्ट, ऑर्गनाइज्ड सेक्टर. Organized sector, cooperative banks, commercial banks, yes, Reserve Bank of India. Only money lenders is the part of unorganized sector, so that is odd one. Unregulated non-bank financial intermediaries. See, chit funds, Nidhi, loan companies, these names are there, but this is not this do not come under, that is unregulated part, but it do not come under non-bank financial intermediaries. Okay, so this is all. Types of foreign trade, we know 3 types: import, export, entry port, but this is not the part of foreign trade. Development of new port. In the 10th topic, they have given Mumbai was the oldest one. So Kandla, Cochin, Nhava Sheva, all are latest one except Mumbai. Mumbai is also port, but not new port. Okay. So with this, we have finished third and fourth type of objective questions. I hope you have understood. In the next video, I will discuss next type of objective question. Thank you.